name's Mike G, and as always, welcome to the workshop! Today's lovely guitar is the very first guitar I've done in this wood. While we were digging through the pile the other day, we came across why does my brain not work? I came across a board mixed in with a whole bunch of pine that was red cedar. And it wasn't really beat up too much. It had a few dings in it and stuff. But when I looked at it, I was like, you know, they make acoustics out of cedar. And I thought this would be really great. And then we got it into the shop. We started working the pieces together. We did a 3-piece body on this. And the middle piece is right here, of course. And it had a little bit of the white on the edge, and then it had a little bit of white on the edge here. So when I took this piece and this piece, put it together, we matched it up really nicely. And quite honestly, it is absolutely beautiful. Many will ask, how does cedar sound? This video will demonstrate how great it does sound. I would say it adds a little bit to the top end of it. I was just playing a pine one, and it had a little bit more bottom. But I tell you, it probably doesn't add much more than your ash or your alder. But it is a little different than those. Most of us, though, have really great amps and a handful of pedals. So if it's being that it's a little different than what you may be used to, a couple of tweaks on a knob here and there, and bam, she's going to be perfect. As a bass point with no pedals, which the way we're doing it today, in my opinion, she does sound fantastic. So let's do the rundown on her real quick. It is an 1.5 inch thick piece of reclaimed red cedar. What we did was we used, once we got it all glued up, we just used a natural stain on it, which is a clear stain, which basically just kind of brings out the grain a little bit. Then we shot about 3 or 4 coats of clear on her. She has a few dings here and there. We didn't quite get everything completely buffed out of it, and that's because I wanted to leave that as a tribute to the fact that this is probably 50, 60, 70-year-old piece of wood. There was a crack right here in this particular piece of wood. We stabilized that before we did any finishing on it, so that will not grow anymore. Up top here, I've got a licensed maple rosewood neck. It does have a skunk stripe. We put Grover Rotomatics on here, and like I said earlier, this was so pretty, or maybe it was on the other one. Oh, well, this one is so pretty. We decided not to age the hardware, so everything was left. We've got a Fender ashtray bridge down here, and then we have a lace Alnico V pickup. This pickup here has the staggered pull pieces, and it measures out about 6'8", 6'9", so it's a little bit of hot, which is probably why the top end on this is a little bit sparkly, because it's starting the pickup's wound to the point where it's a little bit hot. We got a Fender control plate down here with Fender knobs, Fender 3-way switch with full-size alpha pots and a jelly bean cap in there. Now that we've done all the particulars, oh, and the neck is 22 fret, just so you know, 22 fret. That said, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to play through our GTD 15R amp. It is a solid state amp if you don't know that, and also if you've never seen one of our videos, we asked you to think about what this is going to sound like if it was through your tube amp, because if it sounds good on your cell phone, your laptop, or your computer speakers, imagine how good it'll sound through your Fender Twin. We're also, because, oh, and you know what, I don't know if you noticed, but there's only one pickup in here, so that must mean that this is a Esquier, an Esquier wiring on this. And you can't see it, but I'm smiling right now because I can't believe I forgot that. It is the Eldred mod, which is my preferred Esquier wiring diagram. Which means in position 1, it's the pickup straight out to the jack, no tone, no nothing there. Position 2 is pickup through the tone pot, and position 3 is pickup straight through its own, an individual or separate tone cap. So that gives you what they call the warm and bassy sound, which reminds me of my party days sitting in the back seat of that dude's Camaro. Okay, I'm going to stop there before I incriminate myself, but I'm going to move on. So, here we go. Starting out in position 1, which is the pickup straight out. And for those of you uninitiated or unfamiliar with Esquier wiring, in this particular one, if you run it in position 1 when you're doing your leads, or anytime you need a little bit of a boost in the mix, and most of us don't have a sound guy, so this comes in handy. So that's what position 1 works really good. Position 3 works good as a rhythm channel, and then position. No, that was position 2. Position 3 works as sort of like a mellow channel. So if you want to be like kind of like way back in the mix and not be prominent, that's the way to go. I'm going to run these through real quick for you, real quick. Let's go ahead and start out in the warm and bassy, or as I said, like the laid back rhythm mix. Now the second one, which is the pickup through the tone pot, and I've got the tone pot set at about it's about half. Pull that back a little bit. Just for contrast reference, position 3, position 2. Now, position 3. Kick on some gain real quick. I'm at about 55.6%. That was bad. Bam. is available probably for a very short time. It is posted on eBay at this very moment, and it is a buy it now, and for 300 bucks you really can't go wrong with this guitar. She's beautiful, she's light, about 6, just a little bit short of 6 3/4 pounds. Bright shiny brand new chrome hardware, beautiful grain, beautifully built. This guitar, if it had a backwards F on the headstock, would be probably close to $1,000. That said, give me a call, 602-769-1131. If it is sold, I could probably build you another one or something similar to it, or hell, I could build you something totally different. That said, as always, my name's Mike G. Thanks for watching.